Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, Bulgin had a long rap sheet, says police. Shane Richard Bulgin, who was fatally shot in an alleged confrontation with members of the security forces during an operation in Westmoreland Monday morning, reportedly had a long criminal history in gangs that were particularly notorious for contract killings, extortion rackets targeting business, especially those owned by Chinese, and armed robberies, police sources told the news. Bulgin was implicated in numerous violent crimes and illicit activities, including the murder of Everton Johnson, alias Gaddy Bling, who was killed on January 21, 2022, in Fuller's Field, Greenchail, Westmoreland. He was also implicated in the murder of Wade Scatter Phillips, who was fatally shot on April 4, 2024 at Bloody Bay Beach Park in Negril, Westmoreland, one source added. Police reported that a joint police-military operation Monday morning targeted a white one-bedroom board house under a search warrant for prohibited weapons and ammunition. The police said that on arrival, the members of the police military team knocked and identified themselves but received no response. They said scuffling sounds were heard inside, prompting members of the security team to force open the back door. A female ran from the house and the Bulgin reportedly emerged, opening gunfire at the law enforcers. The fire was returned and the Bulgin was hit in the upper body, the police reported. According to the report, Bulgin was found clutching a firearm and was transported to Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. A Taurus 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 5 rounds was reportedly taken from him. The news sources say Bulgin was a known criminal figure from Rory Street, Top Geneva, and the Jerusalem Mountain, Greenchail, Westmoreland. He had a long-standing presence on the police radar due to his involvement in organized crime, particularly within 2 notorious criminal organizations, Greenleaf Gang, based in Alma, Westmoreland, and the Kings Valley Gang, led by the now incarcerated leader, Derval Luke Williams. The sources say Bulgin played a key role in the operations of these gangs, particularly as a financier and a getaway driver. He was directly connected to Kings Valley Gang's criminal activities, acting as a conduit for orders from Williams through a top enforcer in the gang, the sources said. According to the sources, during a July 2024 shootout in Negril, 4 gang members were fatally shot by members of the security forces, another was shot and injured, and the 2 others surrendered. Bulgin was identified as one of the getaway drivers who fled the scene. The sources said that following Bulgin's fatal shooting by the police on Monday, tensions in Geneva Greenchail escalated, with relatives and associates expressing hostility toward the police, contesting the official account of his death. The news sources said the authorities anticipate a potential protest and retaliatory violence in response, but Bulgin was a habitual offender and a key enabler of organized crime in Westmoreland. His deep involvement in gang activities, contract killings, and the financial backing of criminal enterprises made him a significant law enforcement target. Family devastated after truck crushes 25-year-old in Trelawny. The Moy Red's family is devastated following the tragic incident last Friday in Cotton Tree, Trelawny, in which a loaded truck fell onto the motor car he was driving, killing him. The Ulster Spring police say the incident occurred around 2 p.m. when the driver of the truck, which was laden with a chicken feed and heading towards Albertown, allegedly lost the control of the unit. Ride 25 was trapped under the wreckage for around 3 hours. When the news visited the home shared by Wright and his grandmother on Monday, the family wept openly as they reflected on the young life tragically cut short. Wright, who relatives affectionately called by his middle name, Rajay, died leaving a twin brother and a younger brother. He was a devoted Christian who attended the Stettin New Testament Church of God and played the bass guitar. Patricia Ricketts, the deceased aunt, explained that Wright used her car for a quick journey to Albertown to purchase packs of small bags for the family-run shop. She stated that this was a routine trip since Wright was essential to the operation of their business. We were supposed to pack some things in the shop and he forgot to buy some bags. He took the car key from my husband and said he soon come. He said to me, "Auntie, which one of the bags? Is it the 5-pound bags?" I told him yes, the 5-pound bags, and asked him buy some other bags because we had piece to tie out. That was it. A shocking phone call later plunged the family into mourning. "We were there waiting. Even his younger brother was saying, 'How did this man there so long?' My husband said he's probably buying some food before he comes back because he goes to Albertown and he's hungry. He's going to buy food," Ricketts recalled. "We were waiting on him only to get the call that they saw a car out by Cotton Tree that looked like my husband's car. We knew that it was him who drove it. My nephew just went and he didn't return. They just took him from me. Ricketts said between sobs. Cleopatra Scott, the deceased cousin, told the news that his death has left her frightened. Scott was among several Albertown residents who went to the scene on Friday afternoon. "I felt like not only my heart shattered, but my entire body shattered. How do you go to buy polybags and not return home? It's not possible. How do you go to buy polybags and a truck turn over on you? A loaded truck with poultry feed in. He was not being careless. My cousin wasn't an idle jester. He pulled right off the road. He was on the soft shoulder. He heard the truck and pulled over," she wailed. The grieving relatives remember Wright as a youngster who touched many lives with his loving heart and kind actions, calling him a jack of all trades. Ricketts explained that Wright studied at the Hart College of Construction Services in Portmore, St. Catherine, following his stint at the Albertown High School. He did construction and cabinet building. He's the one who did everything at the shop. He did the shelves, the counters, and everything else. He had dreams for a better life for him and us, because as I said, he was kind. He wasn't a selfish man," she said. The tragic incident is being investigated by the Wheatabit police. Licensed firearm holder accused of killing 2, wounding 3, remains in custody. The 50-year-old licensed firearm holder accused of killing 2 women and wounding 3 others, including a child, on Sunday at a candlelight vigil, is to be interviewed by detectives later this week, with criminal charges looming against him. A senior police source told the news that the case is now being investigated by the Area 3 Major Investigations Division. He remains in custody and the MID has taken over the case, given that it is a double murder. He is to be questioned later this week with a view of preferring charges, the source said on Monday. In the incident, 5 people were shot during a dispute at a candlelight vigil stemming from a motor vehicle collision on Nashville Road off Levy Lane in Mandeville. Police and relatives named the deceased as the 35-year-old Aldine Dixon, a resident of Colleyville District in northeast Manchester, and 42-year-old Stacey Mulgrave, a resident of Barnstable District near Mandeville. Police said the incident occurred near midnight after the licensed firearm holder parked his car in an open lot next to his house. Police said the lot separates the man's house from the house where the candlelight vigil was being held. The man reportedly saw his car being hit by another vehicle, leading to an argument and a confrontation. It is further alleged that the firearm holder opened fire. When the smoke cleared, 5 people were found shot. The gunshot victims were taken to hospital, where the 2 women succumbed and the 2 others admitted for treatment. A 12-year-old boy, who was reportedly injured during the shooting, was treated and released from hospital. The licensed firearm holder reportedly turned himself in at the Mandeville police station. A woman who identified herself only as a Carrion recalled her last conversation with one of the victims. She said they had discussed their intention to attend the vigil hours before the deadly incident. "I said, yeah man, me soon forward, and she went away and now this, just because she stood up to defend her cousin. Me say, yo, judge a star. Man, I go put a bullet through her for what? A man can look on 4 women and put a bullet through them? Really? And a little baby boy, over what? Because a man just simply scrape your vehicle, it no leak or nothing? I back him a back up and him just scrape him vehicle, because he couldn't even see where the scrape there. and that you draw a bullet and shoot 4 people plus a baby, 5 persons for? The woman said. She explained further that her spouse had pleaded with the accused man to resolve the issue. My husband come out of the car and I cry literally, like how you see me there, so I cry and go down on him knee and take out him wallet, him papers, him license, everything, and give the man and say, "Sir, please may I beg you do, make we work it out. Him no want take no talk," the woman claimed. She said Mulgrave's children are asking about the whereabouts of their mom. So Stacy met the news when me I go tell her 4-year-old and 5-year-old babies say. Them wake up in my hand this morning and say, "Auntie Carrion, where mommy is?" Me couldn't even answer. Me just break down into tears. The father for the babies, him don't even know him head from him foot right now, the woman said. Me can't believe me go down a dead house go see the girl lay down lifeless. Me couldn't believe her Stacy dead for true. Me did feel see a prank. I can't reality this. Our mother in a hospital a buckle for life, our sister a buckle for life same way. Over what? What is the explanation for it? What can that man explain say why him do that? You are a licensed firearm holder. You don't even let go a shot in the ear. You put it in a human flesh, the woman added. Member of Parliament for Manchester Central, Rhoda Crawford, appealed to relatives of the victims to allow the police to complete the investigation into the incident. "I am appealing for calm, and especially I have spoken to some of the young men in the family, and I have been asking them, please, to avoid retaliation. The police are fully aware of what has happened. They are taking statements, and I know that they will do everything in their legal powers to bring the perpetrator to justice, so I am just making a special appeal to family and the very close friends. Please do not retaliate. Allow the law enforcement officers to handle the situation," she said. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.